What's up? What's up?
Hello there, sir. How you doing?
We'll just say you are live.
What?
I don't know.
Is it telling you about me? Because what it told me is it said I was having trouble and it might be something on X's side. And it said that you should check X to see if the stream is coming through. And then I went and checked. I refreshed my page. And then now it says that I am live on X.
Okay, that's why it popped up on my side then. Okay. Cool,
yeah,
cool,
so
cool.
now
Damn, look at that. What's going on? We already got 41 people in here. It has been a crazy weekend.
It has.
Oh, so what'd you do this weekend?
Well, I didn't make any money on the two obvious meme coin plays that I should have been involved with. I spent a lot of family time and I touched a lot of grass. And
well, that was to your detriment, sir.
It was to my detriment. How did it go for you?
I made a lot of money. I made a lot of money on both.
Sheesh. On
if
both.
You've been around. Crypto don't sleep. This project don't sleep, bro. It's 24/7, 365.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I should have been more attentive. I thought about it, and then I was just like, Solana, hate it.
Oh, bro, the Melania coin, that was horrible. Failed transaction after failed transaction. I used my Phantom wallet, tried Radium, tried Jupiter, switched over to my Magic Eden wallet. Tried Radium, tried Jupiter, finally got it to go through, got built for a whole bunch of transaction fees for failed transactions. But it worked out in the end, I guess. It worked out in the end. What are you doing?
Man.
Are you there?
No, my internet was freezing. Yeah, I'm here. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Am I good?
Okay.
Am I good?
We got some breaking news from
you were saying,
huh?
Ooh, let's see it. Let's hear
Donald Trump did not pardon Ross Ulbricht. I guess we will find out if he pardons him tomorrow. It was supposed to be first day.
Yeah,
he was supposed to pardon him first day.
Okay, well, we know Trump sometimes says things and he means them, but sometimes he's, a little bit hyperbolic about the statements he makes. Maybe he exaggerates or overextends how huge some things are or how incredible or amazing that they are sometimes. He can, he can pardon him tomorrow or next week or even a month from now. That's huge, no matter what.
Well, I believe he is wrecking the markets right now. Everything is dumping significantly. Bitcoin's at 101,000, so I guess we can't complain about that. It did hit a new all-time high today, about 109,000. But SWI is dumping. SWI's at 428. Cardano's back at 98. I mean, everything. Solana put in a new all-time high this weekend also.
That's
and
crazy.
Is now back down to 232.
Sheesh.
So we are getting lots of, I wouldn't say aftermarket because there is no aftermarket in crypto, but after 5 p.m. or after the daily close, we're getting a lot of dumps right now. So
I think that there's just a whole lot of volatility, a lot of excitement. I think people are just in and out. You know what I mean? A lot of people are scared. A lot of people are excited. This is their first time. And I mean, I think it's awesome. I'm excited to see how the actual market cycle goes. I think that this is going to blow a lot of people's minds, to be honest.
Yeah. I do. I believe, I think it's probably his handlers that told him not to say a lot of stuff the first day in office about crypto or whatever. We'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll tell you that. I watched the inauguration and I watched his executive order signing in Capital One Arena. No mention of crypto anywhere. No mention of Ross Ulbricht. but he didn't mention a lot of stuff. He mentioned drill, baby, drill. He mentioned cartel terrorists. He mentioned emergency
Border
at
of
the southern
America.
border. Yep, border of America. He mentioned a lot of stuff like that. He talked a lot of smack about Biden, of course, which I found kind of funny because at the inauguration, you had Bush, Clinton, Obama, Biden, everybody, and he's standing up there just talking crap about everything they've done and, the past administrations and this and that. And, the golden age of America is to start today. So we'll see.
We will see. I will say that I really thought it was funny. All of the memes and stuff that I saw about, well, not just memes, but people literally crying on Twitter, which everybody out there, we got a whole bunch of people joining us tonight. There are a lot of people that I don't understand. Maybe it's because I'm an adult. I would hate to say that it's because I'm a man, because I know a lot of women, and I know, well, I'll say a lot of people, even my children, right? They don't go to social media to cry into the void, right? For other people to hear them cry. And so today, there were a lot of people crying into the void about Elon Musk being a Nazi and making a Nazi symbol at the presidential podium. And
he is South African. I'm just saying. Apartheid, who knows?
But I watched the actual whole video and not just the picture that they put out there. And I think he was just excited. I think he was just excited to be there.
He was like giving
He was throwing his heart to the people.
Yeah.
Right? That was what it was. So I just think it's funny what's been going on in the social media. Everybody's mad. Everybody's crying on Twitter. And, so if you know anybody out there that you've seen crying a lot on Twitter, don't say anything. But when their birthday comes up, when Christmas comes up, buy them a diary.
There you go.
Buy them a diary. Right? And yeah. That's kind of like
the best one is when they take to Twitter to inform everybody that they are leaving Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody cares. They just scroll through
cares.
the post, or they say, "Okay, mute that post," and then they just keep scrolling. But It is what it is. But today, I've got a handful of articles. There's not as much because people are very focused on what's going on in the election and the inauguration. And I saw an article that said 78 executive orders on day one, and none of them were about crypto. But then I saw Farouk. He made a funny tweet, which I think I bookmarked. He was like, here, I'm going to pull this up real quick because Farouk is so funny, dude. He cracks me up. He said, can't believe Trump prioritized political prisoners over his meme coin. And if you guys don't know who Farouk is, if you don't follow Farouk, hold on, you should follow Farouk. He interviewed Trump, and it was amazing. It was amazing when he did it. It was a really good interview. But yeah, Farouk, can't believe Trump prioritized political prisoners over his meme coin. It's because this is a joke because all the people were so outraged about so many things on the internet that I thought that this was a good thing to be outraged about. What?
Nothing. It loaded.
Okay. But anyways, yeah. So that's what I got. Let's go ahead and hit market update and we'll knock out these articles. See what's going on.
Let's see what's up.
But you got to reset the room.
Oh yeah. Before we do that, do us a favor. Everybody hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell if you're on YouTube. If you are on X, tag some DGens, give us a repost, let everybody know. We go live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST, bringing you the daily update and a little bit of TA. Are you good? Are you there?
Yes, I am good. Yeah, I am good. I tried to download the little short video that you made to the rolls, but I can't do both. So we're just gonna go to market update, and I'll do that later.
All right. The markets might be dumping right now, but we are actually up a little bit. So that just tells you how bad. Oh, no, I guess we are down. After a refresh, we are down 0.2%. But that just tells you how bad we were down last night at this time. And anybody paying attention to the market this weekend, we skyrocketed, and then Trump got released, and then people started selling their altcoins to get into Trump, and they bought the top and they lost their money, and then the market started going down, and then everything started going down. Oh, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. But we shall continue upon this path. The bull run is not over. So we are down 0.2% tonight, and we're coming in at $3.63 trillion. Pretty good volume for a Monday, kind of expected because of the inauguration. It's kind of like a FOMC type of day, real crazy volatility. We got $378 billion in volume. Bitcoin dominance jumped up to 55.2. Ethereum dropped to 10.8. And Gwei is not registering to send an ETH transaction. We got Bitcoin up 0.7, even though we shot all the way to 109,000 and back to 101. We are still up 0.7%, coming in at 101,585. We got Ethereum at 3271, up 1.5. We got XRP at 309, up 2.6. Even XRP was quite a lot higher this morning. Solana at 235, setting another all-time high this weekend at about 290. No, maybe 300. I think it was 290 though. Down 4.3% today. We got BNB under 700 at 680, down 0.1. Dogecoin at 34.32, down 3.9. Cardano at 99.77, up 0.5, even though we are below $1. And then rounding off, you got Tron, Chainlink. Where is SWE just keeps dropping. SWE almost made it to the top 12 and is now all the way back down here to 17, down 4% on the day, coming in at 428. That is sad to see, most definitely. All right, biggest gainers on the day, Radium. No surprise there with it being the DEX on Solana up 20%. Aave down 12.5% or up 12.5. Lido up 9.2. Mantle up 8.9. Gate.io, I believe that's Gate.io, up 7.7. Flare up 6. KuCoin up 6. So we do have some gainers on the 24-hour. Pretty good little spot of green. Let's look at the biggest losers. How much you want to bet it's Trump coin? You think it's Trump?
I don't know. It could be Melania, because I think a lot of people, I think it's Melania.
Let's find out. Trump coin down 28.3%. Topped out at like 72 or 73 bucks. So it's down actually about 50% from its all-time high. Fart coin down 18.9. Tokenized down 11.9. Dog with Hat down 7. BitTensor down 6.1. Mantra down 5.6. Sonic down 5.3. Ondo down 4.7. Ondo, I did make some moves in the DCA bag. I'll go over them this week, this Friday. We got rid of the GRT. We got rid of the graph and divested it into some other coins, Ondo being one of them. Solana down 4.3, movement down 4.1. So it's kind of balanced with the gainers and the losers. Let's take a look at CoinGlass. Coming up at the end of this month, our max paying price is at $95K, and there's about 6.8 billion in interest for that. So that is something to keep your eyes on. I don't think we're going to fall that far unless like something happens over the next couple days or we get a really bad FOMC at the end of the month. I don't think we're going to fall that far, but it's possible, you know. Looking at fear and greed. Fear and greed has jumped back up to 76. So we are ticking up a little bit. If we bring this down, you see, we did actually, on the 9th, we fell to 50. Wow, I didn't realize that. That must have been a glitch. And then we've slowly stepped back up. Past couple of days, we've came down a little bit. So still in the greed, not in extreme greed. So that's good. Neutral or fear would be a lot better for buying opportunities. Let's look at the charts real quick. I was looking at this, and SWE is just dumping. It looks like we're going to hit support, or we already hit support once at 422. This is on the 15-minute. So would like to see that reverse. We definitely like SWE, definitely hold a good sized bag of SWE. But let's go to Bitcoin. Let's get rid of all the noise on the chart. Get rid of those. Let's go to the weekly and let's check out our weekly candles. So coming in on the weekly, yesterday we closed an engulfing green candlestick. That is definitely good for everybody. You know, we cleared this. I mean, it's a green candlestick, so it's bullish, but an engulfing green candlestick, meaning it's bigger than the body of the previous red candle, which is even more bullish. And even though we're at 100, well, we're up to 102 now. But even though it seems like we're dumping, we did start out the week in the green, and we are nice and golden right there. And if we look at this, you can see right there, we got that other line of support right here from back in December, and we got right back to it, and we're sitting right at it. If we can stay above that, we are definitely good to go, in my opinion. Now, if we drop down and say we lose support right here, if we lose these candles right here at about 98, then that's not a good look. I can see more going to the downside. That would be on the weekly. On the daily, look at the daily. Let me get rid of market cipher real quick. Clean up some of that noise. All right. So on the daily, once again, these are the support levels we just drew on the weekly, and we are staying above this 101. You can see we went through it on Friday, peaked out, came back down, retested it. Then we set like a doji, and the high today was 109,987. So we almost hit 110,000. We stayed above this support level right here, and you can see all these touches. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then boom, we had resistance. 1, 2, broke through, come back. Now we got support. So staying above this, I think, is key in order for us to stay bullish. If we do dip, as long as we don't lose this 98 right here, I think we're good. You know, so if we just come back down a little bit and then go back up, we'd be setting a higher low. We do have a red dot on the momentum on the daily, and we have money flow turn sharply to the downside, VWAP to the downside. So it is saying a sell-off right now, but you got to remember, this dot just printed. This has not been confirmed yet. We could wake up. The markets were not open today during the inauguration because it's MLK Day. The markets will open again tomorrow. We could see a total reversal as soon as the big boys, you know, get to the office and start buying up ETFs and this and that. And this red dot could definitely disappear. So it has not confirmed yet. Go down to the 4 hour. 4 hours showing that same kind of bearish pattern. You can see We got the higher highs, so we kind of got like a little bearish div. Boom, higher highs. You come down here to the momentum. Come on. Come down here to the momentum, and obviously we're setting lower highs on the momentum, and eventually it just broke right here and started crashing. Same with the RSI. You can see we're setting lower highs on the RSI with higher highs on the money, and it just boom. Expected to come to the 21. It lost the 21. We are still above the 400, and you guys know, or above the 200, and you guys know that for me to stay bullish, we need to be above the 200. So when we were all back here, I kept talking about it. We got to get above the 200 and solidify above it. We finally did. So in my opinion, we are still bullish. Bull run still on. Let's go down a little lower, see what's going on. Pretty much the same thing. Looks like this 2-hour candle is bouncing right off of this support level from the weekly. You can see, boom, we went below it, got above it, went up, set a new all-time high, and we came back down. So this 101 right here, this 101 support level right here seems pretty strong. You know, we're kind of in a, let me get some more data on there. Let's see. Is there a reason you were playing that? Playing the video
No.
right in the middle of this?
Which video? Was it the Empire full intro? Did that hit?
Yeah.
Oh, my screen is touchscreen. I didn't even mean to.
So if we get some more data on here, bring up the VPVR, you can see it kind of lines up right here with this high volume node. I mean, this is your point of control right here. This is going to be the highest volume down at 96,000. So that would be a key area. But we are respecting this node right here. If we fall below it, we could start rolling up the hill. But I think we are going to stay with it. And maybe Asia. I mean, Asia woke up last night and pumped us to the moon. I woke up this morning. I went to MEXC to look at my trades, and I was like, where's my Asia trade? What the hell happened? And then I was like, I went to my order history. I was like, oh, it waked up, hit my take profit, and then dumped back down. I was like, all right, well, that's cool. As long as it didn't wick down, stop me out, and then pump back up, we're good. But so maybe we'll get Asia to wake up here tonight and start pumping us a little bit. But speaking of ADA, let's take a look. Let's go out to the daily.
Yeah, ADA is a U.S. coin, you know.
Yeah, that's what they keep saying. I don't understand. I mean, I am not the most. I do not have like a PhD in Cardano, but to my understanding, it was marketed in Japan, where some kind of promissory note was sold, and then that note was convertible into ADA, and then when ADA launched, it was launched by. You could say it was launched in one of two places, either Hong Kong or Switzerland, because Cardano Foundation is out of Switzerland. IOHK or IOG, whatever you want to call it now, is based out of Hong Kong. So I don't know anywhere in that translates to it being an American coin, except for the fact that the cattle daddy lives in Wyoming. I mean, but I don't know. If somebody else knows why it would be considered an American coin, please let me know. But my limited knowledge,
maybe it's for grants. Maybe we need it to be an American coin so we can get that government money, baby.
Well, needing it to be and it being are two different things, though. So I don't understand it. I mean, like I said, I am definitely not the foremost thought leader when it comes to Cardano or whatever. I don't know. So,
dude, I don't know. I think if Elizabeth Warren can be Native American, Cardano can be American. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess. let's get rid of all this TA because this is not playing out. This shot to 187, it has been stalled out by Bitcoin and all the craziness in the market. So let's get rid of all this. And let's start with some top down on Cardano. Let's go to the weekly. All right. Let's get some data in here. All right. So this is going to be your weekly on Cardano. And what do we have here? So boom, if we go off of that node right there, that just happens to be the local high of Cardano. So as you can see, we need to get above that. We are getting ready to have a bullish cross. This is very interesting. We are above the 200 on the weekly, and the 21 has crossed the 50 back here in the beginning of December. And now the 21 is getting ready to cross the 200. That is a very good sign for Cardano. Now we just need the 50 to start rolling its way up, and we will be golden. We are going down on the momentum. It actually looks like it's kind of leveling out. It's kind of like curving in on itself. So we get a couple good pumps or we put in a good weekly candle. I expect a green dot. You can see money flow starting to curve in on itself. So it's like started to come down and then, oh, people are buying. So we start flowing back to the upside. VWAP started to go to the upside and is now going flat. So we just need that to curve back up. But definitely not looking bearish. I mean, you could say that we're in some kind of flag right here. Some kind of symmetrical flag right here for Cardano, right? I mean, wow, that takes us right to about where my target was of 187 on the daily. So Cardano is still looking good. Don't sweat the short time frames. Look at the macro. What's going on Third Patriot? Let's go down to the daily. We do got a lot of indecision right here, though. We got this doji right here. We got like a shooting star right here so far, but the week just started. We did end on a green candle on Sunday, but it's not engulfing. It's not really extremely bullish. It would have been nice if it would have ended on this wick up here at about 116. That would have been freaking awesome. But let's go down to the daily, bring it in a little bit. So the daily, we do have momentum going to the downside. We do have money flow going to the downside. We do have VWAP going to the downside. So we could see a little more downside in Cardano. No bullish or no bearish divs. Well, we kind of have a bearish div right here on the RSI. Oh, no, I guess that is higher. So it looked lower right here, but no bearish divs or anything. We're just had a huge green or a huge red candle here on Sunday. And then today was barely a little blue. And now we're starting off today. The past 2.5 hours, we're starting out with a red candle. Go down a little bit, see if we can get some hopium on the smaller time frames. So I'm not really seeing anything that's leading me to it reversing on the 2 hour. Money flow is back in the red. It is got like a curve to it and we're barely in the red, so we could just see it start to flow back up. VWAP has cut back to the upside slightly. Momentum wave is still going to the downside. Don't really see any kind of bull divs or any kind of flags or anything like that. We did lose the 200, which is bearish. The 21 is pointed down. We really need to reclaim that. Or we're above it on the 4. Yeah, we're above it on the 4 hour. And we're above it. We're testing it right now on the 3 hour. So losing the 2 hour you're going to go to the next time frame. So we lost it here on the 2 hour. Boom, we're dumping, right? You go to the 3 hour, we're retesting. So we lose this on the 3 hour. So if we lose, say, 98.5 and we lose this and can't reclaim it, I would definitely be looking for it to come down to 96 to at least touch, if not blow through the 200 on the 4 hour. And all in all, that is bearish. Let's go down. So you can see we're kind of in this. We're in this falling channel. I would say that's kind of an outlier. That's like a broken pattern, right? So if we can get a break to the upside, some hopium would take us to about $1.13. And if you look, if we trace back, that's kind of where we hit right here on the 15-minute. We have a lot of consolidation right here on the 15-minute, right here on the 15-minute. Going all the way back to Thursday, we have lots of hits on this level of 113. So I can see us getting back up there, but the problem is we have to reclaim these 200s. We're even below the 21. So we're gonna have to start at the 1 minute and work our way back up. The 1 minute, definitely under the 200. Until this gets back above the 200, nothing is going to happen with the bigger time frames. Do you think Trump not mentioning crypto today has anything to do with the dump? It could, but I don't know. We were dumping yesterday, and then we pumped this morning. So I think people got their hopes up. And then when he didn't mention it, so there's an obvious pullback. If you're just joining the stream, I attribute today kind of like I would an FOMC meeting with Gensler, which we do have one coming up on the 29th, whatever Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month. We have an FOMC meeting. And so it's just extreme volatility. I think not mentioning it didn't help. I think not pardoning Ross Ulbricht didn't help. I think people have a nasty taste in their mouth about the Trump coin. And then 2 days later, or not even 2 days later, like a day and a half later, Melania coin comes out. I think people have a nasty taste in their mouth about that. The thing, I put out a tweet the other day, though, about people talking about, the Trump coin, they're selling the Trump coin, they're pulling the liquidity. That's why the market's crashing. Well, we lost like $200 or $300 billion in market cap. I'm sorry, but Trump coin did not go to a $200 or $300 billion market cap. So we didn't lose that market cap because people were taking profits on Trump coin, cashing out to USDC. And most of that profit wasn't even cashed out to, it might've been cashed out to USDC, but it would still be in the total market cap. And it wasn't like off ramped. So did it help? No, definitely. We got a nice buying opportunity. Yes. Today is definitely the buying opportunity. I mean, if we go through the side here, you look at SWE at 432. Oh my goodness. It hasn't been 432 in a while. Cardano under $1, Psy under 35, XRP at 310, Sol at 238. It just hit. Get my number right. Thought it was 290 something. Yeah, 283. It went to 294. So just right now, if you were to pick up some Sol, you're getting Sol at a 20% discount. And it hit, what is that? Yesterday at 1 o'clock at 1 in the morning. So Sunday, so I don't know, like 36 hours ago, 40 hours ago, something like that. It's dumped 20%. So that's an awesome pickup if you're into Solana. if you're into Solana. If you're into having failed transactions and not being able to withdraw from Coinbase because Coinbase is having liquidity issues, then yeah, pick up some Solana.
I don't think that's what it was. I think that the like Solana, like the issue with Solana and Coinbase is just that Solana transactions fail so much, and the volume on Coinbase didn't help because it's basically the middle person making those transactions.
It was the withdrawal process. The withdrawal process, because there was so much volume, Coinbase couldn't handle it. And some of you guys might not have been around last cycle, but you know,
yeah, it happens every time.
Yeah, when volatility hits, Coinbase shuts down for whatever reason. You can't withdraw funds, you can't move funds. I mean, even if you're not worried about losing your money on a centralized exchange, like, you know, your funds are lost, you know, they won't let you access your account, this, that, or the other, or somebody hacks it or takes your money. Even if you're not worried about that, having your money on a centralized exchange, you are at the whims of whether it's running or not. And Coinbase is known to go down. I mean, anybody that's been in here for over 4 years knows that. Looking at FET had a hell of a bleed off, right? I mean, this is back in December. Back in December, we were at 219. But if we just go from Friday, from the peak to where we are is a 20% sell-off. And I like FET. FET's one of my bigger bags. You know what I mean? Just buy more FET. I don't know if I'll be buying any right now, but if I wanted to get into FET, this is a perfect time to get into it. And there's lots of coin. GRT, like I said, I had just sold the GRT and the DCA portfolio. But if you are a fan of GRT, it's down massive over the past, Friday, 17% down just from Friday. 22% down from January 6th, last Monday, you know, or 2 Mondays ago. So there's definitely things to be had. Ondo, we are bullish on Ondo again. The unlock has already happened. You know, it's sold off well into the unlock. You guys know when we sold in like mid-December. We sold at like $1.80, and we started buying back last week or the week before. DCA'd in. I bought some personal back. I took some Trump profit. As a matter of fact, I think I tweeted about it. I took some of my Trump profit and bought some Ondo. We DCA'd in. I think it was last week we DCA'd in, or the week before we DCA'd in. And then, no, it was the week before we DCA'd in. And then last Friday, it was something else. And then over the weekend is when I sold the GRT, and we got in some more Ondo. Might have picked up some more FET. I can't remember. We'd have to look at the whatchamacallit, at the portfolio tracker. But yeah, there is a lot of stuff down. It is definitely a fire sale. But let's look at Trump. Let's look at Trump real quick. This will be the last coin right here. And so we're on the 1 hour. As you can see, it's not very old. I liked Charles Hoskinson's take on this. He put out a tweet. See if you can find that tweet from him about this coin. He was basically like, so I don't suffer a brain aneurysm, I'm just going to equate the Trump coin to like a presidential approval coin. So if he's doing good, his coin's going to go up. If he's doing bad, his coin's going to go down. And we can use it as like a to track his progress during his presidency, which, I mean, that's a pretty good take. You know, if everybody's all pumped about Trump, people are going to buy the coin. If people are pissed at Trump, well, they're going to dump the coin. So it's a pretty good take. but I thought it was funny. On the 1 hour, you're getting a green dot. I still don't think that's enough data. Let's go to the half hour. So yeah, see, we've had several green dots on the half hour. We look at the momentum. Money flow is still just dumping. I mean, this was at like $45 9 hours ago. So it's dumped a tremendous amount just in the past 9 hours. VWAP to the upside, momentum with the double green dot to the upside, but money flow is still draining out of it. We could do some like quick TA on it, I guess. I mean, if you want to be generous with it, you could say we're kind of in like this falling triangle right here, right? Looks more like a descending triangle. It's kind of like a falling triangle. You could say the breakout, but the breakout's barely going to take us back to all-time high, which is at about $73. Pull a fib on it. We go from wick to wick. We've busted through the 786 accumulation. I mean, we can be a little more generous and go to the very bottom wick to the very top wick, and we broke through the 786, popped back above it, and now we're sitting right on top of it. So it's kind of an accumulation zone. It's a meme coin. I don't like doing TA on meme coins unless it's like down on the 1 minute or the 5 minute and I'm actively trading it to see where it's going in that particular minute. But it's possible. I mean, is it going to rug? I'd like to say no because he's the president, but anything is possible, right? I mean,
and I also don't think that he hard coded the token. I don't think that he launched the token. I don't think he manages the multi-sigs. So it's one of those things where, like, yeah, would love to say that it's not going to rug, that the president wouldn't rug his coin, but the president is not probably managing his coin. He's probably busy being the president, and
it's probably like Eric Trump, because he seems to be the one that keeps like posting about it, and the one that's posting about Liberty Financial, posting about this. It's probably him, and he was probably like, "Hey, pops, we're gonna launch a coin. We're gonna call it Trump coin. We're gonna put the symbol as fight, fight, fight." And he's like, "Yeah, whatever, do it. Do what you got to do. You know about these things. I got the world to manage. Tomorrow I become the most powerful man in the world. I don't need to deal with a meme coin."
Again.
So again, yeah, right. So that's about it on the updates. I went a little over, but we had a lot going on in the market. So let's reset
the market has been absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it has definitely been crazy.
Let's get everybody to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. If you're on Twitter, hop over to YouTube, Crypto Nightly. Give us a subscribe. We appreciate you guys. And obviously, it costs you nothing. So if everybody in here were to share the stream, then we would have twice as many people in here, because it is just mathematically, scientifically infallible logic right there. So.
And don't mind me. My lips are chapped. It is cold AF up here right now. And it's crazy because it doesn't look like it's cold. You look outside, the sun's shining. The only thing you would tell that it's winter is there's no leaves on the tree. Sun's out, no clouds. You step outside, it's like 18 degrees. It's crazy. No snow. Still haven't had no snow yet. We already had 2 blizzards by this time last year.
That's crazy. People keep talking. So I've been sweating. It has been hot. The sun has been hot for me. And people are like, well, all the cool weather is about to be gone. What? Like, I have been hot. Like, yeah, it's crazy. We have this thing. It's like that like holds water. So like we like maintain water there, use it for all kinds of whatever, cleaning, anything. Dude, I've gotten into that thing because of how hot it is. So it's like, I mean, it's like just like a basin of water. And everybody's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, like I just can't." I take like 3-4 showers a day. At first when I got here, I was like, "I can't do this not having hot water to shower in, right?" And then I'm outside for 15 minutes and I'm like, "Let me get that cold water real quick because
Right.
3-4 showers a day." Anyways,
Down
but yeah,
in
it's about to get hot.
down where I used to live, down in the valley, you in the middle of the summer, you turn the shower on and you turn it all the way to cold, and it's still warm to the touch, if not hot, because all the PEX and all the water runs through the ceiling, and it's 115 degrees in the shade. So it's like 140, 150 in your attic, and it just heats up the water in this and everything like that. It's crazy. Up here, not so much, but down in the valley, down in Phoenix, 12 degrees
Yeah,
in
and
Pennsylvania. Ooh.
sheesh.
But at least it
Yeah,
probably feels like winter there. Here it don't feel like
yeah.
winter. It's just cold AF. I'm out doing lights. I'm doing coach lights on the side of a house today and can't feel my freaking fingers. Can't wear gloves because you got to have dexterity for like little pieces and stuff like that. Crazy.
Absolutely. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go through some of these things. A couple of days ago, Ethereum was pumping hard, and my favorite Ethereum person, well, maybe second favorite Ethereum person, but Gabriel Haynes was with his shirt off, yelling and screaming in the car about Trump's crypto project buys 48 million in ETH as the token strengthens versus Trump crypto business. World Liberty Financial has bought up millions worth of Ether in the past day as the token is slightly strengthened against Bitcoin. There was some speculation that this happened like as they took some profits from the Trump coin that they actually just straight into Ethereum. And so Gabriel Haynes was screaming and yelling, and he was like, "And ETH isn't even at 7K yet. You know, the president is buying." It was fantastic. And so
Well, they bought a lot of stuff.
Yep. World Financial.
They bought some wrapped Bitcoin, some
14,
Aave, a bunch of stuff. We can't hear you.
Yeah, no, I know. I got quiet because I'm going to relocate. Let me see. But I'm going to switch to this other article. Musk takes over as sole leader of Doge as Ramaswamy exits for Ohio governor bid. So Ramaswamy exits, puts Musk's leadership under scrutiny as Doge's directives may shape Congress and Trump's executive orders. I think that's an interesting way they decided to characterize it. But Elon Musk is now the sole leader of the Department of Government Efficiency after biotech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy stepped down to pursue I hate this word.
Gubernatorial.
Because it like gubernatorial.
Yes.
It sounds like it should be gubernatorial, right?
Goober.
Campaign.
Goober.
Officials said, yeah, but like it's one of those things. But Ramaswamy, co-founder of Doge with Musk in November 2024 as part of the presidential Donald Trump's Save America initiative to cut government waste and reduce regulations and restructure federal agencies. His departure leaves Musk a vocal advocate for cost cutting at the helm of the extra governmental initiative. We love it. Vivek Ramaswamy played a critical role in helping us create Doge, the spokesperson Anna Kelly said in a statement cited by the Associated Press. He intends to run for elected office soon, which requires him to remain out of that we announced today, which is cool. He's going to be a governor. I get it.
Well,
so
that's not for
pro
what, 2
Bitcoin
years?
presidents unite. Trump, Melee, and Bukele. What, the government?
Yeah, next election is 2 years, unless
to
it's
be
a
a governor?
special election in Ohio. I don't know. Maybe Ohio's different.
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
I would think
That is
2026
a good
at the earliest.
question. But also, like, I don't know how long it takes of campaigning.
Like what? You're rugging big time, bro.
Here we are. We're back. All right, how do I look? We good?
It's better.
Stable?
A little bit better.
You can see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Better? Okay. Yep, so pro-Bitcoin presidents unite, Trump, Melee, and let's see how I can... What is the best way? This is the best way. And Bukele spark crypto optimism. I think that this is awesome. The expanding ranks of pro-Bitcoin presidents are boosting global optimism for crypto mass adoption. The Trump trade is back in full swing with pro-crypto leaders like President Trump, Melee, and Bukele signaling the new era for crypto regulations. As the Trump inauguration ends and Trump takes the helm as the 47th president of the United States. The trio, all in early stages of their presidential terms across Americas, has positioned itself as perhaps crypto's biggest political champions, sparking hope for unprecedented government support and possibly heralding a new, friendlier posture towards the industry that could have far-reaching implications at the global scale. So I think that this in general is awesome. We've been excited about it. We've seen it. It's very different now. Melee was kind of an outside, like off-the-wall character from like the West perspective, being here in the US and only paying attention to like media that we take in from this side. Melee always seemed kind of like just like an oddball candidate for Argentina who's been very successful and doing things very well. He cut down their
campaigned with a chainsaw.
Yes. And it was symbolic of him cutting out basically government overspending. And they went from 1,200 and something % inflation down under 2 within his first 2 years. And so I think that it's exciting. And then with Bukele, he bought Bitcoin. And people were like, well, it's a small country. They're not going to do anything. This is going to fail. He's a dictator. All this nonsense. And then his P&L sheet looks crazy for the whole government's treasury to be over 130% bigger, you know? And so for a small country to do that, I think that it's kind of like those were testaments to legitimacy of Bitcoin and the mission here. But then Trump is like the full green light. This is like, okay, now the grown-ups are going to talk about it, right? Now we're at the grown-up table. Everybody else was kind of like, talking about it, but this is like real. And Trump signaling to the sectors is likely to boost the industry globally. And I 100% agree. I think that big things are coming for crypto, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Circle CEO is bullish on Trump's crypto policy despite no mention during the speech. We're not going to go into this one too much, but obviously Circle CEO is going to be bullish on crypto regulation. They have the USDC coin, and the majority of their money and influence comes from just people being able to use and trade in USDC. And I think that obviously crypto-friendly regulations makes this easier. I think that they made like $1 billion or over that on fees like every year since they started.
Probably at least. They're probably really happy with the fact that he said there will be no CBDC also. Yeah. So they know their market share is safe. unless they become the CBDC, which is still.
Yeah. I think that you kind of like with them, though, you don't even need a CBDC per se. They can still shut you out. Like they can still freeze your wallets.
Well, the whole CBDC thing is just kind of like a term, though, because if the government starts using it and they adopt it in the Fed and stuff like that, then it turns into a CBDC, whether it's USDC, USDT, USDM, it don't matter. You know what I mean?
100%. So then this is what we were talking about a little bit earlier. Coinbase Solana transactions delayed amid meme coin frenzy. And this is what we've said many, many a time. We say self-custody is important. You want to make sure you have your crypto because not your keys, not your crypto. But every single time that there is a massive profit opportunity in crypto, like for a large amount of people at the same time, you can basically guarantee that the centralized exchange is going to freeze up and not be able to actually let you sell your crypto or move your crypto, or any of those things. And so we saw this. There was a lot of buzz around the Trump coin, around Melania coin. And so we knew that this was likely going to happen. And so it just was another example of why self-custodying your own crypto is important. Team is working hard on scaling our Solana infrastructure now. Lots of Solana activity last few days. We were not anticipating this level of surge. Here's the thing. Crypto is growing exponentially. So every time that there is this level of surge, there's always another time that there is this level of surge, right?
Right.
Because it's exponentially growing. There's always more people in it. So this is something that people should get accustomed to, and you need to do what you can to protect yourself from getting trapped in these kinds of difficult situations. If this, if you need your money, you need to make sure that you have your money.
That's right.
And then we have Mark Ueda, named as acting SEC chair among Trump's appointments. Member of the U.S. Commodities Future Trading Commission also announced on January 20th that Caroline Pham would be serving as acting chair, filling two crucial regulatory roles. So, yeah.
So now the SEC is a board of 3 with voting power of 2 to 3, I guess. Would be the, you know what I mean, to pass something or to put something in.
Yep. And before taking office, Trump announced on social media that he planned to nominate former SEC Commissioner Paul Atkins to replace Gensler. Atkins' name appeared on a list of sub-cabinet appointments. Trump said that he had nominated to the Senate. It's unclear when the chamber could consider his nomination as SEC member. A lot of people are excited about this commission choice. It's very pro-crypto. He's publicly admitted to having over 500,000 in Bitcoin, and he actually understands the tech. So we're excited about having people that understand what they're talking about instead of these old people that didn't grow up with the internet and have no clue how the internet works, making decisions on how the internet should work for everybody.
Right.
All right, MicroStrategy to top Amazon Alphabet in new share authorization plan. MicroStrategy plans to raise $2 billion via preferred stock for Bitcoin, boosting shares to $10.3 billion. According to Bloomberg report, investor Michael Saylor of MicroStrategy may own nearly as many common shares to fund the company's Bitcoin acquisitions as market heavyweights Alphabet and Amazon.com combined. Experts predict that on January 21st, MicroStrategy's shareholder vote would approve a company-sponsored proposal to increase the authorized Class A common share stock from $330 million to $10.3 billion. That is one hell of a stock split, I'll tell you what.
That's big.
That's big. Around 47% of the voting power is held by Saylor, who co-founded and served as chairman of the software company that has transformed into a leveraged Bitcoin proxy. The company started during the dot-com era. In doing so, MicroStrategy would surpass all but 4 of the 5 biggest tech companies in the NASDAQ 100 index in terms of outstanding shares. NVIDIA, Apple, Alphabet, and Amazon. There's MicroStrategy. Additional shares if amendment passes. So, I mean, like, look at how like small their shares are for their actual market cap. And then, like, you're about to, you know what I mean, add all those shares. That's crazy. They're chasing NVIDIA over there.
Like a 30x, right?
Yeah.
330 times 30 is what, 9.9 billion or something like that?
Something like that, dude. You're the one that does this crazy paper math, and I just don't. I just can't even. Like, once it gets to certain numbers, like once there's like a bunch of zeros, not even close.
Right.
You know, but like my family, they'll ask me, they'll be like, how much is this plus that? It's like, oh, that's easy. But once you get to millions, that's like, that's 0.0753%. And I'm over here like, let me get a calculator. So I have a few more articles, but we are at that hour point. I think that I should save them for tomorrow because there really weren't as many today as I had hoped for. Right?
Nah, because it's all the inauguration. It's just blanketing the news, you know, the inauguration. And even in crypto, it's like, well, is he going to executive order this, or is he going to, he hasn't mentioned crypto. What about the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve? What about Ross? What about, you know what I mean? And it's normal. I mean, those are the same questions I'm freaking asking, you know?
100%.
But,
all right.
Before we log out for the night, though, we want to bring attention to, so you guys know, let me bring it up real quick. You guys know that we have put out a proposal creating JPEG Boss DAO, and we will be relaunching probably mid to late February. Let me share my screen right here. So we put this out yesterday. This is our pinned tweet. Join the JPEG Boss DAO revolution. Mint now for only 99 ADA in February. We are leaving the mint numbers the same. I understand ADA is a little higher, but it's not fair to the people that actually believed in the project and minted initially, who paid 99 ADA, for us to lower the entry point now. Okay. So key objectives. So empower the community. 60% of every mint goes directly to the DAO treasury, where decisions are made democratically by you, the community members. 20%. So actually, this is kind of written wrong. So it's actually 50%. So yeah. So 50% of all proceeds from the mint go to the DAO, and then the payouts, now that I'm looking at this is written wrong. The payouts to the members are 60%, and 20% of that going to overhead and expansion, and 20% goes back to JPEG Empire because they are seeding the money from the mint. You know, JPEG Empire paid the artists, paid the mint fees, paid the marketing, paid everything.
Built the platform, Token Empire.
Yeah, built the platform, the Clarity DAO, set up Clarity DAO. So JPEG Empire on the mint, all proceeds going now are going to be split. 50% goes to the DAO, 50% goes to JPEG Empire. And then that 50% in the DAO will be used for an investment fund for DeFi projects, whatever the community, it's really whatever the community decides through a governance vote. And then the payout of the proceeds from that will be 60% going to the members, you know, and there will be guidelines. You'll have to have your boss staked and stuff like that to get the payout. We're not just going to pay it out to flippers and stuff like that. So 60% will go back to the boss holders. 20% of that goes to the overhead and the expansion of the DAO. And then 20% goes back to JPEG Empire only until the monetary value of the 50% that was given to the DAO is paid. So it don't matter if ADA is, say, Jpg Empire gives the DAO 100,000 ADA worth of $100,000, right? Well, if ADA goes to $5, the DAO only owes Jpg Empire 20,000 ADA, because 20,000 times 5 equals the $100,000 that was initially entered. So it's not a one-for-one ADA, it's a money value. So it goes back to the Empire so it can finish expansion and stuff like that. With your boss, you gain access to vote on how the treasury funds are used, shaping the future of our NFT ecosystem. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Be at the forefront of a new type of NFT, DeFi, and DAO integration. Join Discord for more details. Stay up to date and engaged and like-minded individuals who are all about pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the blockchain world. In our Discord, we have a channel for just JPEG DAO talk. It only requires one JPEG boss to enter that channel. Obviously, the mint isn't open yet, but there are plenty on secondary. Some of them are real cheap. Some of them are at mint price. So if you just pick up one JPEG boss on the JPEG store, you get access to the JPEG boss DAO channel in Discord. And if you sign up for Clarity with your wallet, that wallet gives you the voting power within Clarity DAO. That's what we're using for our governance. So everything is legit and transparent and everybody can be seen and stuff like that. So with that being said, this video right here, we have a video. We're going to play it real quick. I already uploaded it. So let's
put it as the outro video.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
I don't see it up. I just uploaded it to the.
Yep, I have it as the outro video now.
You do have it as the outro video?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, with that being said, hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. We'll be here again tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST.
And we'll see you in the Discord. Peace.